Hi, my name is Wyatt Lockhart. I'm a student at Bedford High School. I made a bucket list, and there's many places I would like to visit on it. First, I would like to swim in the Great Barrier Reef. The Great Barrier Reef contains more than 3,000 individual reefs and coral cays. The Great Barrier Reef is one of the 7 wonders of the natural world. The reef is longer than the Great Wall of China and is the only living thing visible from outer space. There are many towns and cities located along the shore, which you can visit the Great Barrier Reef, such as Cairns, Townsville, Rockhampton, and McKay. I want to vacation to one of these spots and scuba dive down to see the beautiful sides of the reef. I would swim with thousands of exotic fish and other sea creatures. Another place I would like to visit is the Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China is one of the 7 wonders of the world. Most people think they built the Great Wall of China for defense during the war, but actually, most of the wall was built when China was not in war and in times of peace. The Great Wall of China is the longest man-made structure ever made, stretching over 6,400 kilometers long or 4,000 miles, from Shangri-La in the east to Lapner in the west. The most famous part of the Great Wall of China was built in 220 BC to 200 BC. The Great Wall of China is one of China's biggest tourist attractions, bringing people from all over the world to gaze at its beauty. The hard work, sweat, and blood can be shown in the detail and perfection of the wall. It is not only a wall, but it is a statement and symbol that reflects China greatly. Next, I would like to visit the Eiffel Tower. In 1889, Paris, France hosted the World's Fair to mark the 100th anniversary of the French Revolution. More than 100 artists submitted designs competing for the rights of a building that was going to be built as the entrance of the fair. The name of the man who won was Alexandre Gustave Eiffel. He is also the one who designed the Statue of Liberty. The final design for the Eiffel Tower called for more than 1,800 pieces of puddle iron and over 2.5 million rivets. When it was all constructed, it was the tallest building in the world at the time. It was finished in 1889 and stood nearly 10,000 feet. At the top, it contains restaurants and is a massive tourist attraction for Paris, France. Next, I would want to travel to Italy and taste the foods from all the great chefs from all over the country. There are many things to do in Italy, such as take a gondola and ride the rivers of Venice or see the Colosseums in Rome. The Colosseums were used in the old days where gladiators competed to fight others. They did this as a show and people would come from all over to watch them. In Venice, they use the rivers as a taxi system. People get on gondolas and ride them to their destination. Italy is rich in foods and is the home of pizza and spaghetti, but is most famous for all the important and amazing chefs that came from there. I would want to visit Italy to taste all the foods and see all the amazing sights. After that, I would want to donate blood for the Red Cross. People need blood for every other reason. They are in hospitals and losing blood fast, or their blood is bad. They can get blood from a blood bag that was donated, so donating blood can save millions of lives. 1 pint of blood donated can save up to 3 lives. Every second, someone needs a blood transfusion. 5 million patients in the U.S. need blood every year. Less than 38% of the population is eligible to give blood, so it is important to donate if you can. Blood cannot be manufactured, so the only way to get blood is by people donating. 30 million components are transferred each year. My father gives blood, so I think it's a good idea to give blood myself. Stonehenge was built around 5,000 years ago. It is also where prehistoric people buried their cremated dead. Stonehenge is a mystery. No one knows how it got there or who made it. But at certain times of the year, the sun comes through some of the rocks and lines up perfectly. Some people even thought it was built by aliens, but others believe it was built by ancient cavemen. It is a huge mystery, but it is also very fascinating. That is why I would like to go see it. Another thing I would like to see is the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa is located in the Louvre in France. It was painted around 1503 to 1506 by Leonardo da Vinci. The painting is of Lisa Gherardini. This is probably the most famous painting in the world and most expensive, being almost priceless. The artist who made it is also known as more of a genius. He built designs for inventions such as the first design for a helicopter and many other interesting things. People say that when you're in the same room as it and you stare at it and walk around the room, the eyes follow you across the room. Also, a big controversial thing about the Mona Lisa is the smile. The way he captured her unemotional look, but also a warm, comforting smile. Another thing I would like to see are the Easter Island Heads. The Easter Island Heads are located on Easter Island off the coast of Peru. They were built out of the mountains near the heads, made millions of years ago, and no one knows how they were built or moved. The names of the heads are called Maui. The heads are nearly 13 feet tall and weigh up to 14 tons. Recently, they have dug under the heads and revealed bodies that went with the heads. This is a major discovery because for the longest time, everyone thought that the heads were created without bodies. What amazes me is how long ago they managed to move these massive stone heads without help of modern technology and cranes and such. These amazing mysteries would be an amazing sight to see, and this is why I would like to go visit them. Another thing I would like to do is see the Amazon rainforest. The rainforest is located in Peru. It is very massive, and 20% of Earth's oxygen comes from the rainforest. It rains a lot. There are millions of types of bugs and birds located there, and there are lots of animals. There are so many animals that only live in the rainforest, so it would almost be like you're on a different planet from all the different foliage and wildlife located there. It would be fun to take a ride down the crystal clear rivers and watch all the animals around you. The final thing on my bucket list is to travel the U.S. and try all the food challenges. There are many foods from all over the U.S. I want to travel the U.S. like Man vs. Food and eat all the food challenges. It would be fun to drive across the states in the car with your friends and eat all the foods. There are so many different types of foods to choose from hamburgers to spaghetti, from fish to lobsters. It would also be fun to attempt a lot of food challenges in all over the world, such as eating a 24-inch pizza from Chicago. Thank you for listening to my bucket list. I've taken the time to express all the things I would like to do before I die to you. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.